It's a great day in SimWorld, everybody. Good morning and welcome to SimWorld Today. I'm B-Ron on this fabulous Friday, and alongside me is Rick Blaze, beginning and ending the week with the man himself. Good morning, Rick. How you doing?
You are damn straight, my brother. It is a great day. The Alpha and Omega of Sim World today is here. It's Friday. Get up off y'all ASS and let's get to it. It's almost game time, baby. It's almost opening day for the. All right, I'm sorry. Got a little carried away around, but
Now,
good
look,
morning.
I understand the excitement.
Good
It's
morning.
good to have that. I love it. It's good to be here with you on Friday. I know Mark's usually here with you, but I'm here covering his spot today, which is totally fine with me. I hope you're doing all right.
You're
Otherwise,
more handsome than
what's going
Marsh.
on?
You're much better look than Marsh. Marsh just,
Hey, hey,
continue.
I try. Well, look, let's jump right into things because we had a game last night in the SWFL Thursday Night Football. Cowboys and Giants. Cowboys ended up winning that one, 20-15. Rick, I want to get some takeaways from you on the game from last night. I have two myself. The first one that I have is that overall the game ended up being better than I expected it to be. I really wasn't sure what to expect from either side, but it ended up being a pretty competitive game overall, and then only being decided by 5 points at the end of it. And Giant had a chance to win at the end too. So
Yeah. If you're the Cowboys and if you're the Cowboys fan, this was a must-win game, but you can't be too happy about it. Like you're 1-2 now. You barely beat the Giants, who had a chance to win it late. Um, it's clear to me the Cowboys' best player, and this is going to tell you everything you know. Their best overall player is the kicker, Aubrey. He's
yeah,
their best player. He's phenomenal. He kicks. They can line up anywhere on the field and just get 10 yards, and he will kick it the rest of the way. He's just when your best player is undoubtedly your kicker, you are in trouble. Cowboy fans, it is not going to end well for you guys this season. I promise.
I need a lot of that Stephen A. gift with the cowboy hat walking out and just laughing hysterically.
Yeah,
Definitely
it's
need a lot of
this.
that
It's
going on.
yeah. They in trouble. When your best player is your kicker, you're in trouble.
For as a Ravens fan for a long time, our best player were our kickers. So I understand. I understand that thought process between Matt Stover, Justin Tucker, and now the Cowboys has this Aubrey guy. He's really good too. Honestly, I like
Yeah,
him.
he's really good.
It's good to have a reliable one anyway. But so I'll say that much. But on the Cowboys side though, because I did think that they did some things well. I think especially on the defense side of the ball, they looked better than they have over the last few weeks starting the season, because they got lit up over the first few weeks against some teams. And even though, Giants, even though Daniel Jones had a pretty good game last night, they couldn't finish drives. They held the Giants to 5 field goals. So that is a win in itself, in my opinion.
I'm,
That's one of the takeaways that I have from the game.
I mean, yeah, but you be around. They're doing all of this against the last place team. The Giants are terrible. You're supposed to beat the Giants. They are terrible. And they've been terrible on offense and on defense. And you beat them 2015, and the Giants had time to make a drive to come back and win that thing late ending. If you're a Cowboys fans, you're not celebrating this. Like you can't be serious, But Cowboy fans they are the most delusional people I've ever seen in my life. So they might be celebrating. Somebody's now is on the couch saying we're on our way to the championship, baby. No, you're not. You're not on the way to your championship at all. You may not even make the playoffs the way it's looking right now. Their running game was a little bit better, but it wasn't great. Zeke Elliott is not the same Zeke Elliott we know. Jerry Jones hasn't done a minimum things in the offseason, and it shows on the field right now. The Cowboys got a win. Cowboys fans need to relish. They need to do ticker take parades. They need to have parties about every win this season because they are going to be tough and few to come by. Mark it.
You know what, Rick? I believe you, and that's what I'm gonna say about that. And we'll keep it rolling, shall we? From maybe a good thing for Cowboys fans to a bittersweet moment in the SWLB. because the Oakland Athletics are moving on. They've played their last game as of yesterday in the Coliseum in Oakland. They ended up winning against the Rangers 3-2 yesterday. 3-2 yesterday, yeah, in front of a sold-out crowd. It was 46,689 people at that game yesterday, which, I mean, to be fair, is expected for your last game in Oakland. And I have a bit of a sandwich topic here for this one, because I want to start by saying that, this whole situation is...
Wait, hold on, B-Run. You have a sandwich topic. I'm not the meat in the middle, am I?
No.
Oh, thank you. I'm saying this show's going all out of whack right now. Go ahead, continue. Just make sure.
No problem. So look, we know the A's are moving to Las Vegas. They had that approved 2023. They're going to be playing at a minor league stadium in West Sacramento for the foreseeable future until it's done. But this whole situation could have been avoided. This isn't a good thing that is happening. It should be happening to begin with, personally. I don't know if you know a lot of the hoopla around the situation, Rick, with the A's and how the move went down and all that stuff, but it's not a good thing. You can look a little bit more interested in getting more of the information, but it's not a good thing. Shouldn't be having to begin. But I want to know, Rick, from you. This is where the sandwich comes in. Who is your favorite player in A's history?
This is a good question. My favorite player, unquestionably, in Oakland A's history, is Ricky Henderson. Ricky Henderson, all-time steals. I don't know if he's all-time now, but he's still up there in most steals. And the guy was a phenomenal player, a great athlete, and a great. I think I met him once as a kid. Whole different topic. But phenomenal athlete, phenomenal player. And he was entertaining on and off the field. So Ricky Henderson, obviously his first name's Ricky, so you knew the guy was gonna be special day one. So Ricky Henderson is my favorite Oakland A's player. Follow closely behind Jose Canseco. I like Jose Canseco too. But Ricky Henderson is my favorite all-time Oakland A's player.
Ricky Henderson is mine too. He's one of my favorite players in general. For baseball, it was someone who I modeled my game after, in terms of how aggressive he was on the base paths, and all that stuff. That was something that I really enjoyed doing when I was back when I played on the base. That kind of thing was so fun. Ricky Henderson's my favorite player too in A's history, and just like yours, right behind it is Jose Canseco. Say what you want about the guy, but Jose Canseco was one of those people who, in that era of power hitters and all that stuff. I remember him, McGuire when he was there
the
as
Bash
well.
Brothers. The Bash Brothers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was a little young, but I remember those being on the same team anyway. McGuire more so came to prominence for me when he was with the Cardinals. But anyway, Rick Anderson is my favorite A's player as well in all of history as far as that goes. I really, really enjoy his play, and it's going to be sad seeing the A's go away. But again, we'll see what happens with that, and then move to Las Vegas, not LA, Las Vegas. I'm baseball in Las Vegas. I'm really interested to see how it's going to work, honestly. I don't know what I mean by that, Rick. But take.
But it's one of those things where the fan bases of all major sports need to be understanding, because Las Vegas is about to get a basketball team too. So Las Vegas is about to be all around in the sports mecca in professional sports. So if you're not used to seeing Las Vegas names on these sports teams, get used to it, because they're going to have all major sports. They got baseball coming, and then shortly, led by King James himself, I believe the NBA is going to be the next stop for Las Vegas. So Las Vegas is going to be a part of the culture of sports moving forward, for sure.
Especially if they're looking to expand. And and I wonder, because there's some pretty iconic landmarks in Vegas too, where they can get little shots from it and all that. So it'll be fun to see how the camera works and all of that.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not going to be a dull moment. out there in Las Vegas for sure. So there's that. It's Vegas.
Well,
I'll be
look,
there next month too. So anybody wanna? No, I don't need to be soliciting that. But yeah, Las Vegas.
well, look, from dull moments and all that never cease to amaze anybody, and we had a few of those throughout the offseason for SimWorld U basketball. Rick, actually, most recently, D Woodley and JJ Ruff got into altercation, and it's been reported that Ruff and Woodley returned to practice yesterday after sitting out the previous day with all the issues going on around Jackson State and those two and all that business. But I want to know from you though, Rick, because Coach Mo Williams reports all is well on that end. Do you believe him? And do you think this will have any lingering effect on the Tigers going forward as season begins to start here in a couple of days?
But be run anytime there is smoke, there's always fire somewhere. So did D Willie and his teammates kind of get into something? I'm sure. Yes. Was it as big deal as the media tried to make it? Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. But him not going to practice and then returning to practice tells me either you had a 24-hour stomach bug or something else happened on the court for real between you and the teammates. But this close to the season, I'm going to put it up to the anticipation and the hype and the all the energy just being displaced. And I'm going to say those guys are ready to play. Hopefully they're ready to play. Jackson State can't afford to come out stumbling, or they can't afford to be beefing with their own teammates in order to have a good season. They have enough problems with the division and the conference that they're currently in. They need to be taking that kind of energy out on their opponents. So I'm going to say for now, it's a lot much to do with nothing. I think they're ready for the season. And Diva Willie has been Diva Willie, and his teammates are getting the first glance 24-25 season preview of Diva Willie.
This is one time where I wish I could be as optimistic as you. I don't think that I never like hearing about fights and things that go on through a training camp or off season or whatever it is. And I know sometimes those things get resolved and worked out fairly quickly, but this time I just don't. I don't think it's a simple, oh, kumbaya, water under the water under the bridge moment. There, I just don't. I don't think that that's what this is. I think that there's really something there. I think if you sit out a day after all that's going on, something happened to make it to be more serious, to where you needed some time to reflect on things.
So you think this is going to carry? You think it's going to carry over during the start of the season?
Yes, absolutely.
So you saying we got a whole situation? We got all my children situation going on at Jackson State right now.
Yes.
We got a whole. Okay. All right. Okay.
I definitely think it's going to carry over to the start of the season. I don't think it's something that blows over right away, especially if you come up the gate and you struggle. Let's say they start 0-3, 0-5. Tensions can flare up again after all of that. If you were fighting before game started, you will fight when game started too. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I would say this team and D. Willie and his teammates do leave themselves open to this level of criticism by the media. You come out the gate and you struggle, first loss, second loss, they're going to start saying it's team chemistry. And whether it's true or not, it's not going to matter, because the seed has already been planted that they're not on the same page because of the scuff up, right? So I think that's going to be uberly important for the coach to get his team in line and order, because this can get away from him very early, very quickly, and this can be an ugly season for Jackson State and Diva Willie. It's possible.
Keep in mind too, this is their first season in the American, so you want to make a good first impression. This isn't what you expect to see, or what you want to see if you're a J State fan or anything like that. Any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Yeah, man. I love HBCUs, and shout out to HBCUs. I'm actually wearing a HBCU shirt myself. But can we just get the how can I say this? Can we get our financial aid on time? I have an issue with the HBCUs not getting our financial aid on time. Why I gotta wait the extra 20 days to get my financial aid. I know I'm just going to buy rims and throw it off. I know I'm going to trick it off. I know I am. But that doesn't have anything to do with you making sure I get my financial aid on time. SimWorld, see the game, be the game.
Well, thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you all. SimWorld U season's coming up right around the corner, guys. October 1st. Mark those calendars, set your alarm, do whatever you got to do. Make sure you're ready for that. Hit the like button on the video down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for all the SimWorld U action. And remember, SimWorld's the only place you can see the game, be the game. We'll see you here on Monday.